Nintendo Labo VR is now out and really has me thinking a lot about Nintendo's placement and position in VR recently. With the announcement of big named IP like Mario and Zelda getting some sort of VR support, I have to ask myself, is Nintendo testing the waters for virtual reality? When Labo VR was first announced, I wanted to brush it off as nothing more than a better Google Cardboard. But after seeing all this news about Nintendo bringing in their mainline games and giving them some sort of Labo VR support, I can't shake the feeling that this is going to serve as a stepping stone for the future of Nintendo hardware dedicated for VR. I mean, the current report of a new Switch model coming out begins to make much more sense when you think about it. They're going to want to keep its form factor equal to the current Switch to not affect other products like the dock or Labo and other accessories. Knowing that, we can expect an upgrade to the Tegra X1 chip that powers the Switch hardware. I think the most logical step up would be its successor, the Tegra X2 or 3. Now that chip is much more comparable with the Snapdragon 835, which the current Oculus Quest specs include. This would mean that VR is certainly possible, and I think that is what Nintendo is building up to. Labo VR certainly seems like it was more thought out than the last Labo kit, and with the addition of adding support for older games like Breath of the Wild and Odyssey, it sets a precedent that we could possibly see more games supported in the future. This new Switch may very well be the Oculus Quest competitor, and with IP like Mario and Zelda backing it, and the possibility of Nintendo having a catalog of heavy hitters ready for its launch, it would certainly make it a threat. Personally, I always figured Nintendo's line of IP would be the best suited for virtual reality. We already have a view of what it could possibly be like with the Mario Kart VR game that was created for arcades, and it looks amazing. But could you imagine playing something like Metroid Prime? How about Star Fox or F-Zero? And if we really want to stretch out the imagination, could you imagine pulling out a Pokeball, throwing it into the stadium, and then using voice recognition to call out your attacks? It would be absolutely mind-blowing, and I think Nintendo is aware of that. Virtual reality as a whole is in a very interesting place right now, and with the imminent launch of the Oculus Quest, a device I really believe has the potential to break into the mainstream. And then we can also bring up the current success of Sony's PSVR, a device that still requires you to own a PS4 first before being able to play on it. I truly believe that Nintendo is in a unique position to enter the market space with an all-in-one system at a good price while also having some of the most recognizable names in its library. I'm curious as to what you think though. Do you think Nintendo is testing the waters with its Labo VR kit? Or do you think Nintendo is best off not trying to enter this space? Hope you enjoyed the video. It's a bit different than what I usually post on here, but felt like trying something new. Subscribe if you're wanting more content. Below you'll see my most recent video and the video YouTube thinks you'll like most. I hope you have a great day and always keep on cruising.